All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who are learning this truth from. And peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great in the establishment of the kingdom of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, man. So we'll get straight into this, man. In relation to the reward, like being that this thing is hard, and it'll help us finish the mission if we are properly balanced and meditate on the reward, man. Because, contrary to popular belief, man, there is a great reward for suffering, for enduring, for not taking the mark of the beast spoken of in the book of Revelation, man. And that's what the Lord is training us up for, to give glory unto him and his only begotten son by putting that strength, man, that faith upon his hopeful elect, man. In relation to the great tribulation, Jacob's trouble, all these things is getting ready to come to pass. But if we endure until the end, keep our integrity, then again, there is a great reward to be attained, man. And we speak about these things, but the scriptures go into eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. Brothers have had dreams, visions. Sisters have had dreams, visions of things pertaining to the kingdom. All right, but we can't even put it in, in our minds what the Lord has prepared for those who love him, man. All right. So this is the book of Hebrews 10 and Hebrews 10 and 35, right? And it says, For ye had compassion of me in bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and enduring substance. Cast not away therefore your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward. So there it is, man. Remembering that the servant is not greater than the master. We have to suffer. Remember what Malak Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, went through and endured for us, that hopeful elect. So we have to go through suffering, no matter how great or how minor that suffering is. That's part of our understanding coming into this thing of ours. All right, the scriptures speak about when we come to serve the Lord, prepare our minds for temptation. All right, that temptation is to go back into the world, man, to lose our integrity, etc. All right, but we hold on to that and meditate on that reward. Okay, and again, what's the reward? Salvation, being able to live forever, not having to worry about the body decaying, aging. All right. And that goes into even literally aging, man, like looking youthful forever. The scripts speak about Malak Yahweh Shai. All right. Being looking like a young man. All right. That's Yapa. That's beautiful. That's what we desire. All right. No offense, but like who wants to be there's glory that comes with being a gray-haired man, but in these bodies, all right, it's not a great thing to be aging, man, because that means that you're closer to the grave, man. All right, your body, you can't move like you used to. You don't look like the body don't function the way that it did when you were young, or you don't look the way, especially women, you don't have that vigor as men. You're not strong. All right, so it behoove us to desire something better, and something better is a part of that reward that we're going into, new bodies. So not only ultimately salvation is the thing that's most important to us. All right, getting away from you idiots of the world, you 2/3 of the nation of Israel, the rest of you heathen nations, Esau, Edom, are you weirdos? We want to get away from you. That's a part of our reward. But also we talk about, like, physical things, the actual literal bodies. We get new bodies. We don't know how those bodies are going to look and things like that. We don't know the functionality of the bodies. We do understand that the bodies that we have now are terrestrial, pertaining to the earth. The Lord say that, these bodies come from the dust of the ground, and back to the dust of the ground they shall go, in relation to decomposing and things like that. The new bodies, we don't know. We figure there's some type of hybrid of terrestrial and celestial. All right, if I said that right, pertaining even to the heavens, man. I don't know what that looks like. We don't. That's a mystery, but it's something to be desired All right, we're talking wealth, riches, and whatever that means in the kingdom of Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai, what that means to be rich. All right, because what we know to be rich and is this paper money, this fiat currency, getting ready to turn into digital currency. So that ain't it. Let the Lord tell us what true wealth will be in the kingdom of Yahweh Bahashim Awashai. All right. Getting our families restored and actually knowing who the hell our families are. We don't know our lineage, our so-called elders of our families, right? They don't know their lineage. They know more than we do, okay? But they can't trace it all the way back and back and back, man. All right. We're going to know that in that day, who's ours, because the squirrel, because the Lord is gonna tell us these things, man. All right, that's something to be desired in relation to that reward. The scripture speak about I'll bring that out. But those of us that have to forsake these things, mothers, houses, lands, we will get 100-fold. So brothers that have to sacrifice for this truth, a family, a career, the Lord say 100-fold. That's not double, that's not triple, that's not quadruple, that's 100-fold. All right. So whatever your wife, you'll get multiple wives in their perfection. All right, in their humility. Your children, you'll have an abundance of children that'll, fill the planet. Eventually, these are all part of the rewards, man, of the reward that we seek, which keeps us motivated, which keeps us, you know what? Who cares if they don't get it? Who cares if they look at us like we're weirdos, man? Who cares if they mock and scoff us? That's why it's important to know what we're a part of and be balanced, right? We deal with the bad stuff. Yes, the mark of the beast is coming. Yes, the great tribulation is coming. But there's also good. If we serve Yahweh Shema Shah, then we have nothing to worry about when these bad times come. All right, that's what we're teaching our people. Prepare, serve the Lord, call upon him, Yahweh, War, Yahweh Shah. We're calling upon these names, and the Lord will remember us. He said that his servant shall eat during this time. All right, we're prophesying a famine. You niggas need to stop eating so damn much, man. All right, the Lord's gonna feed you, but hey, you got to get your humility time in, man. All right, we're not asking you to starve or to be some elite like we do it. You know what I mean? Go how many days that the Lord have us going. All right, but you do need to not be always fucking overindulging, right? You're already indulging. You're overly doing it, Jake. All right. All these things we practice in hopes that we can attain what? That reward. So that body, our children, glory. Yes, that's another thing. Dominion, ruling. We're judges. We will be judges, and that's contrary to popular belief. What's going to be going on in the kingdom? We're not just going to be floating on clouds and things like Esau Edom told us. No, this is a government. There's going to be citizens. All right. There's going to be rulers over these providences, man. All right. And that's what we want to be a part of, that rulership. All right, we will be over people. We desire that. We want to be over people. We want to be same thing. All right, like we see it now on an effed up level, okay, in an effed up way. But just like Babylon the Great and how they have a president, right, which that you liken that until Malachi Hawashai, all right, then you see in these different cities and things what they got, governors and councilmen and shit like that. That's how it's gonna be in the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai in its perfection. All right, brothers got rank and order, all right, but we will all have people under us. All right, that's a beautiful thing in righteousness, man. And we will have been earned that. We will have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be able to guide, lead the people, man. Because that's exactly what's getting ready to happen. That is a part of our reward. The Lord saying, hey, this is mine. This is who this is. Y'all have to submit to him. Let the Lord do it. And that's why we can't jump the spiritual gun, if you will. And take the low, be humble, and wait on the Lord to give you and tell people, hey, what your rank is. This is, you know what I mean? Look at all the people that have came into this truth and have bugged the hell out, or that Yahweh Bahashim Hawashah has let bug the hell out, man. We don't want to be like that. That's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. All right, but again, meditating on that reward, because this is crap. This is chaos. This ain't it, as they say. You just look around and you just see all the vexation, all the vanity. Even Eve, she didn't play herself right on out, man, to the point where, man, I don't even see her no more, man. We don't even see Eve no more because you do the same shit all day, every day, the same move, same routine. All right, you're singing the same wicked ass song every day. Here I am spending all, I can spend it all day with you. How about your mouth shot through the spirit? All right, listening to brothers being in the spirit, and then you see Eve as you scrolling, bent over somewhere. You just spent the whole day, calling upon the Lord. Then you get back, try to kick it a little bit on your downtime, and then here go Eve. Same moves. All right. That's why we got to get out of here. You're not going to be able to participate in the reward ceremony. Why, Eve? Because you have your reward. You have your consolation. You think you the ish. This is your kingdom, your queendom, or what have you. Can't nobody tell you nothing, right? So you have your reward. You're not taking a low. You can't be under submission of a man, right? Can't nobody tell you what to do. You got your prize. We haven't got ours yet. That's the understanding that the Lord has given us. We strive for that. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes. Nope. Ecclesiasticus 35 and 18. For the Lord will not be slack, all right? And the Lord is not a man that he shall lie, and the Lord's ways are higher than ours, so we can count on what the Lord said, all right? For the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient toward them, man. So that's the hopeful elect, first and foremost, man. He gonna cut time short, and also to punish the wicked. Till he have smitten and sundered the loins of the unmerciful Esau, Edom, and everybody that come in that unmerciful spirit. We're merciful, all right, but you got to be worthy of the mercy. We don't just show mercy to anybody just running all over us. Nah. We show mercy to our brothers and sisters that serving Yahweh Hashem Shah when they go to hell off, when we go to hell off, and things like that. All right, you just can't be wicked and we merciful now. We got enemies out here, and we will utterly, Yahweh Hashem Shah will utterly destroy you if you go against us, man. All right, that's why it's important to be on the right hand side of Yahweh Hashem Shah. So we do these epistles. We keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, man. We teach the mark of the beast. We teach our families, friends, etc. At first until they reject us, but it is what it is. Till he has smitten and sundered the loins of the unmerciful and repaid the vengeance to the heathen, till he have taken away the multitude of the proud and broken the scepter of the unrighteous, man. Verse 19, till he have rendered to every man according to his deed, going back into the rewards. All right, there's going to be a reward for the righteous, and there's going to be a reward for the wicked. That's why it's important to be chastened. The Lord speak about this. If you're not being chastened, you're likened unto a bastard. All right, now word bastard goes into illegitimate child. Yahweh ain't your father. All right. And if Yahweh ain't your father, Yahweh Shah ain't your big brother. He ain't your servant. I mean, your king, and you're not his servant. Therefore, there's no protection for you. All right. Therefore, there's no glory for you, because you got your reward. We're fighting. We're taking it low. We're doing it the right way. The Lord's gonna put us on stage. You understand me? And let everybody see your damn exes, your damn children with their weak ass. If they ain't in the spirit, they want to go against you and usurp authority over you. They'll see. You know how kids always Superman and shit like that, especially 80s babies and stuff like that. Grew up on like superheroes, and even kids nowadays, with the Marvel universe, they love that shit. Basically what I'm saying, man. They'll be done sized you up, gave glory to Thor and damn Santa Claus, and be up in the house damn near cussing you out. Hey, your kids will see it in that day, man, who you are. Oh man. And lo and behold, for brothers that had the understanding of that 144,000, these same clowns, and it's amazing, right? Lo and behold, we done damn, Lord willing, that help create this same earth, and then it probably even deeper than that. If we are the first fruits, man, that means Yahweh Shai, all right? Yahweh Shai created that 144,000 first. That means if your mama, all right, that means you predate your mama, right? If y'all brothers can receive that, that means that you predate your father. If you brothers can receive that, this is a test, all right? This is a punishment, first and foremost, for the Lord's hopeful elect. We got to overcome that and get back to our first estate, because we done left it. All right, that perfection, that glory, that respect, right? Going back to our children, disrespectful as our women, they're going to see that. That's a part of the reward, man. All right, and because the brother said he seen that. All right, and the scriptures speak about that. He said he saw a vision of Malachi Hawashai, and he called brothers up one by one and gave lineage. Like this is, whoop de whoop de whoop from whoop de whoop de whoop all the way down that thing. This is what he did. This is why he's getting this crown put upon his head. And brothers say that the crown that he saw Malak giving wasn't even touching brother's head. It was levitating. That's a part of the reward. The crowd forgot about the crowns, and that's something only the Lord's hopeful elect, like that 144,000, can receive that type of desire. No one care nothing about no chairs and no crowns, man. They don't believe it. We do. We done meditated on how we want our crowns to look, man. All right, meditate on that. The literal crowns, the literal crowning ceremony, the coronation, right? Meditate on that. That's a part of the reward. Eve is on stage 24/7. She's getting her glory. She's being, plastered in front of us 24/7 on a pedestal. You got your reward. All right, till he had, verse 19 again, till he have rendered to every man according to his deeds, and to the works of men according to their devices, till he have judged the cause of his people and made them to rejoice in his mercy. Mercy is seasonable in a time of affliction, as the clouds of rain in the time of drought. So that's what's getting ready to happen. It's going to be a drought of protection, of understanding. And we going to be flooded with the mercies of Yahweh Shema Hawashai, very moist. All right, in relation to that dry desert, right, likened unto the dry bones of the 2/3, man, we're back into, quick and alive. We understand now. It's going to be all good. We're going to have our test, right? But this is the training regiment for success in passing that test, man. All right, the chastening, the daily grind, minute by minute, hour by hour, week by week, month by month, and year by freaking year. If we have to endure it all right, it's all to prepare us to give glory unto Yahweh Shema Shah. And guess what? If we put the Lord first, then the Lord will give us glory. All right. He'll make us look cooler, all right, than the rest of the people, because we're nothing to Yahweh Shema Shah, but we'll be a little bit more than you clowns, right? That's the goal, all right? It's not to be puffed up, but just be better than you clowns. And in order to get that, do it the right way. Don't do it the carnally way by selling your soul, all right? Selling your body, selling dope, all right? All in the name of what? Putting some money in your pocket, putting some food on the table, or just being completely vain. You got your reward. You're not waiting on Yahweh Shema Shah to feed you. You never experienced that, calling upon Yahweh Shah for that daily bread, and then being thankful for that. We got Israelites walking around the earth right now, stuffing their face, and gave thanks, reverence to Yahweh Shema Shah not one time this so-called year. You got your reward, clowns. All right. But yeah, that time of drought is coming. That time of great affliction is coming. But if we endure to the end, then great is that reward, man. All right. Let's see. Let's go to the book of Mark 9 and verse 41. And it reads, for whosoever shall give you a cup of water to drink in my name, Malak Yahweh, because ye belong to Hamashiach, verily I say unto you, he shall not lose his reward, man. Hey, that's beautiful, man. That's going into a helping out the prophets, man. If you are a helper, all right. So everybody isn't a literal prophet, but you got to come in the family, in the spirit of all of this, all right. So you help, and it ain't just literally. I would recommend doing what the Lord say, giving a little cup. If you got a camp, if you're not a prophet, but it ain't just literally just water. I mean, but it's helping the body, however that is, paying your tithe, being charitable, making garments, food is good too, whatever it is, man, giving a ride if need be, whatever, what have you, helping whatever. Being a helper unto the body. Even when we talk about the sisters too, since there's sisters that call upon Yahweh Shema Shah, you're probably gonna end up running to your husband that way, you know what I mean? But we ain't finna leave our sisters out here hurting either. And that go amongst the sisterhood too. All that hating on one another, that shit over with. Y'all gotta strengthen each other. Be sister wise unto each other. Be sisterly unto each other, because you're gonna need it. And brothers was going into that today. And just always, man, who knows if we'll be together during Jacob's trouble. And I'm talking about the Akim. I'm talking about your family. We may be alone. Like if not the whole thing, maybe for a season, a month, a week, a day, who knows? But we may be alone. It may be sisters together. You may not, hey, and brothers may get put on a lie for this, right? Y'all sisters may have to carry on, right, together. Your husband may get unalive for this, and y'all got to carry on, calling upon Yahweh, where Yahweh Shai. We don't know how it's going to go. We know it's going to get ugly. We know it's going to be a time like the earth has never seen before because, hey, we meditate on the scriptures daily. All right, but going back into that reward, meditate on that. Oh, yeah, prophet's reward. So, yeah, the same thing that I was getting into, the bodies, the new bodies, the experience, the dominion. You are part of this thing and you're not a literal prophet. You will receive the same thing. All right. It may not be the exact specifics of how that brother gonna look and the exact glory that brother's gonna have, like a brother like King David, a brother like Apostle Tahar, right? You could probably imagine their reward will be greater than, the younger brothers, rightfully so. All right. But if you endure shit and you help out and you're a part of this and you do your part, man, you'll get your glory too. You're going to get a fire body too. You're going to get dominion and rulership too. All right. And that's something to meditate on as we have to endure this daily grind that is Babylon the Great for us that live in Babylon the Great. But that is the wickedness of the earth, vexed out 24/7. But we're getting ready to be rich. We're getting ready to be fine. Okay, we're getting ready to be swole with, for those that's into that type of look, tall, for those that's into that type of thing, you know what I mean? Our heart's desires, man, men, women, however, curves, ample breast, you know what I mean? Whatever, however you want to look, man, it's gonna be perfect, man. Because when Jake think he look good, Jake think he look good, and he like the way he look when he think he look good and he got that shit on, as they say. Well, how much more in the kingdom? I'm sure there's been times on this earth where we have looked in the mirror, and however we look, be a haircut, a hairstyle, plus the stuff that we got on, how we're taking care of ourselves, where we've become a little vain. We think we look good. Well, how much more in our perfection? If we ever think we look good, or somebody said we was attractive in our imperfection, oh my goodness, what does the Lord have for us? And that's why it's important for us to be in our perfection, because all that fineness walking around, we can't have that type of wicked heart and that wicked, because it'll be adultery left and right, wouldn't it, if we wasn't, how fine we're gonna be. So we ain't gonna have to worry about that in the kingdom, because we're gonna be perfect. The law is gonna be set in our heart, and the Lord, man, it's gonna be far out. Your wife not even gonna have be able to look at other men. It's gonna be something spiritual, especially when it comes to other Akim, you know what I mean? Because that'll be a problem. How fine brothers is finna be, man. You know what I mean? I'm joking, because I know it ain't gonna be no issue in the kingdom, but I'm just saying, we're gonna be so fine. I'm thankful that we're gonna be perfect, right? In the name of Yahweh Bahashem and Hawashah. So I just quick lesson going into the reward, man. I pray it was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Hawashah. And there, it's challenging, man, and it's a daily grind. But if we endure until the end, great is that reward, man. Whether you're a literal prophet or if you're a helper of the prophets, man. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. Till next time, Shalom.